We'll be continuing with the motion in a plane topic. Today we'll start with some simple concepts, that is average velocity, average speed, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous speed, and graphical representation. Now, what is average velocity? If x1 and x2 are the displacement of the given body in time intervals t1 and t2, then the average velocity is defined as the distance displacement divided by the time interval over which the displacement takes place. x1 is the position vector, x2 is the position vector, x2 minus x1 is displacement. Note my point. x1 ही position vector है. What is the meaning of that? It is the distance from the origin, that is along the x-axis, xy plane. Distance from the origin is x1, distance from the origin is x2. x2 minus x1 is the displacement divided by, if x1 is the position vector at time interval t1, x2 is the position vector at time interval t2, then we have average velocity v average is equal to x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. Okay, it is the displacement divided by the time interval over which the displacement occurs. That's it. Students, what are the dimensions? Dimension depends upon the unit. Unit is meter per second. So dimension will be what here? No mass, only length, time, but in the denominator. So it is m0 L1 t minus 1. Then we have something called as average speed. Average speed, we can write it like this: speed average is equal to the total path length, that is the total distance covered. Here this is displacement, that is the minimum distance. Total path length is the total distance covered divided by the time interval required for the distance to get covered, that is the average speed. It is a scalar quantity, so we don't consider the direction here. Here it's very important that we consider the direction. Students, the SI unit and dimensions are same, and that is no mass, only length and time in the denominator. That is the expression for average speed. A very important point I would like to propose here, that is, if the body is performing motion in a straight line, that is called rectilinear propagation of body, means motion in a straight line, that is called as rectilinear motion of the body. If the body is performing motion in the straight line only in one direction, then the speed and the velocity are same. I'll repeat, if the body is performing motion in a straight line, referred to as rectilinear motion, but only in one direction, the directions are not changing, then speed and velocity are same. But if the direction reverses, then the speed is higher than the velocity. Okay, because velocity is displacement, that is final position minus initial position. Means the average velocity is lesser than the average speed. A very important point here. Okay, next we will discuss something called as instantaneous velocity. What is instantaneous velocity? Velocity at the given instant of time. Like for example, you are moving from Sawantwadi to Kudal at an average speed of 20 okay, you want, what is your favorite? It's 60 km per hour. Okay, students, at Zharap or at we'll put it like this, in between, somewhere between Sawantwadi and Kudal, what is your speed at that particular moment? That is called instantaneous. means at that particular moment you are moving from initial position Sawantwadi to final position Kudal, but in between somewhere, like for at Zharap and all, exactly what was the speed of your vehicle, that is called instantaneous speed, meaning speed at that typical instant of time. Okay, like for example, you started your journey, a small journey at 3 o'clock, and you reached Kudal at 4 o'clock. At 3:30 exactly what was your speed? That is called as the instantaneous velocity. Are you okay? Velocity at that instant of time means the time interval is very less. Hence the instantaneous velocity is written as limit. When we use this word, let me precisely tell you, limit, the factor when is it used? When the quantity is very small, like displacement is very small and the time interval is very small, almost equal to 0. When the time interval is almost equal to 0 or tending to 0, then only we use this mathematical term which is called limit. Generally here I am not using limit anywhere. The reason is because the quantities are large enough. When the quantity is very small, means at that बाबा तुझा 3:30 वाजता टायमिंगला स्पीड काय होती हे तुम्हाला सांगणं डिफिकल्ट आहे, बिकॉज द टाइम इंटरवल इज व्हेरी स्मॉल, ऑलमोस्ट 10 टेंडिंग टू 0. लाईक आय हॅव टेकन 100 seconds टू कवर 100 meter रेस. ॲट 8th second what was your speed? तुम्हाला सांगणं कठीण आहे, बिकॉज 8th second ओनली 1 second टाइम इज देअर. Okay, so time interval is very small, tending to 0. Displacement is hence very small. The quantity is small, and we take this mathematical help of what is called as limit. So limit is always considered when the time interval is very, very small or tending to 0. Student, this entire term is written as dx by dt. Are you okay? This is called as the instantaneous speed. Then we have instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity is over. Instantaneous speed is similar to instantaneous velocity. Okay, students, just remember one thing: when the time interval t is equal to 0, the speed also will be very less. Speed at the 11th second, 11th second, speed at the 25th second. काढणं मुश्किल आहे, because the time interval is very small. So instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity are the speeds and the velocity at that typical instant of time, which are both very small quantities and they are same. Are you okay what I am saying? That's it. This is one page here. So we have studied average velocity, which is the displacement upon time, average speed, which is path length upon time. The instantaneous velocity is the velocity at that particular instant of time, which is a very small quantity. Hence we take the help of the limit. Now we will show the graphical representation. Graphical method to show certain important quantities. First, I am plotting a graph of displacement versus time. We have taken time along x-axis and displacement x along y-axis. Are you okay here? Students, if I get a straight line parallel to x-axis, what does it show? It shows that as the time interval increases, the displacement does not change. The displacement does not change means the displacement of the particle remains constant, means the speed is, velocity is, we'll put here like this, velocity is what? 0. Speed is 0. तुमचं टाइम वाढत चाललाय, बॉडीची तिकडच्या तिकडं राहिली आहे, means the speed or the velocity of the body is 0. The body is stationary, not moving, because you are only increasing the time interval, but the body is there itself. It's not changing its position. When it is not changing its position, you are getting a parallel, no? Means 2 seconds ला तिकडच, 3 seconds ला तिकडच, 4 seconds ला तिकडच. Means the speed of the distance is, the position of the body is not changing. means the speed is 0, or hence the velocity is also 0. This is called as a stationary object. Second, when you plot a graph of displacement along the y-axis and time interval along the x-axis, and you get a straight line passing through the center, it means that the body is moving with constant velocity. Means as the time interval is changing, the displacement is also increasing. Means the velocity is constant. And how do you obtain velocity? You plot a slope. Change in y coordinates divided by change in x coordinates gives you what is called as the velocity. Here the velocity is uniform or constant. Are you okay? Next, when you plot a graph of x versus t, and you are getting the graph like this, it shows that the body is moving along the negative x-axis. Negative x-axis means the velocity, the body is moving along the negative x-axis, means the velocity is decreasing with respect to time. Okay, the body is moving along the negative x-axis, such that when you plot a graph, when you plot a slope to this graph, you get velocity as negative. Correct? Velocity as negative. Here velocity is positive because the body is moving along the positive x-axis. Here the velocity is negative because the body is moving along the negative x-axis, and hence the graph is exactly in the reverse way. Are you okay here? Are you okay with this? Next, graph number 4, you get a curvature. Okay, curvature means what? The body is moving with a non-uniform velocity. The graph number 4 shows that the body is moving with non-uniform velocity. Means you get a curve like structure. Let x1 be the displacement at time interval say t1, x4 be the, I'll draw it in a big way, otherwise you will be unable to understand. Graph number 4 shows that the body is moving with how? With a non-uniform velocity. You get a curve like structure when you plot a graph of displacement versus time. Now let x1 be the displacement at time interval t1, x4 be the final displacement at time interval t4. Okay, let x2 be the displacement at time interval t2, x3 be the displacement at time interval t3. Are you okay here? Students, the slope to the curve from x1 to x4 gives the velocity from x1 to x4. The slope to the curve from t2 to t3 gives the minimum velocity, that is x3 minus x2 divided by t3 minus t2. वैसे ही from this slope, as the time interval becomes lesser and lesser, we reach this slope here, and still when the time interval becomes lesser and lesser, we draw a tangent to the curve, that is at time interval, a very less time interval, and that is t0, and this whatever is the speed at the time interval t0, that is the instantaneous speed. I'll repeat. x1, we have got a curve x1 and the body is moving from displacement x1 to x4. Velocity is quite large here. Average velocity is quite large. When we take the displacement from x2 to x3, the velocity is quite less. And still, when you, this is the slope plotted on the curve from x1 to x4. This is the slope plotted on the curve from x2 to x3. And finally, when you go on reducing the time interval, we get a tangent. And tangent at any point gives the instantaneous. The point you select any point on the tangent, we get the instantaneous velocity. That's it, students. Are you okay? So this is more than enough for you for today. I think by Diwali, after Bhaubis, my regular classes may start because college is going to start. So far you have relaxed a lot. Now see what will happen once your college will reopen and you will become regular to the classes. See कैसे बैंड बजता है तुम लोगों का. देखो, this is much better मुलानो. You are sitting at home and watching the video again and again and studying. That's if you take an advantage of it, that is best. But many students say that they are not satisfied with these these techniques. They want offline teaching. They want to see the teacher teaching so that they can understand it better. Okay, just wait for 15 days. You'll come to know that it is not that easy, students. You have to spend a lot of your energy for that. Bye for today.